Hello there, this is Ron, and this is another lesson in the ongoing saga of why houses don't sell. And I think we left off on inflexibility of seller, did we not, Lauren?
That's exactly
Okay.
right.
Now there should have been a list posted by now with 14 reasons why houses don't sell, so I'm just going to keep on going on down the list. We'll discuss every single one of them until we get to the end. So we are now on salesmen's lack of knowledge about financing programs. That's the next thing on the list. And I will tell you that anybody that's selling houses for you, whether they be licensed or whether they work for you, needs to have a little basic knowledge about what kind of financing programs are available. For example, this one's big. In fact, I just learned this myself. I didn't know this. Did you know that the USDA will finance your buyers for 100%, plus you can put up 6% of the closing cost yourself? Now that's huge if you happen to be in a USDA area. So go on the USDA's website, and they got maps on there of what they call rural areas, but do not let that fool you, because these maps were created probably 50 years ago, and what used to be rural is not rural anymore. So I discovered here in Jacksonville, for example, that there's an area south of my city where I can get people qualified for USDA loans, and I didn't even know it. So you can believe I'm going to be working hard in that area right now, because obviously it ain't hard to sell them if you can get them 100% financing. And in this marketplace, that's a really, really good tool. But even beyond that, if you don't know what loans can get approved and what they can't get approved, and if you don't have an idea what the down payment requirements are and what credit score is the minimum credit score, then you're not going to get very far pre-screening your prospects, and you're going to waste a lot of time for your mortgage broker and yourself. And the whole key here is to find these people, get them pre-screened out quickly, so if they come to you and you don't see any way you can get them financed, then you're going to let them go. But the problem is a lot of investors turn people away that they could get financed if they have a little better knowledge of the loan programs that are available. Now, I'm not asking you to be a loan processor. Frankly, I'm not even asking you to spend a whole lot of time on this, because about the time you get these programs learned up here, they'll change them on you. I'm just asking you to have a relationship with a mortgage broker, to quiz him or her from time to time, to see how can I get my buyers qualified in these houses quicker, if that's my end goal. You know, what are some things that I should know to stay away from? What will kill my buyers instantly? What kind of down payments do they have to have? What kind of closing costs are they going to have to bring to the table based on the type of loan? So that's it. You ought to have a general knowledge, and the person working for you ought to have a general knowledge. Again, not an expert, but just some clue about what financing is available out there. All right, next one on the list is salesmen's lack of knowledge about attracting and pre-screening leads. Wow, I could go on for days about this one. But here's the long and the short of it. You need a website with your houses on it. I mean, today, 80% or more of the people looking to buy a house will go to a website first. In fact, today, most of them will go to the website before they even go out to look at the house. So it's really imperative that you have a site set up with your houses on it. And that's not complicated. That's your houses, that's the facts, that's some photos. And I'd give them instructions on how to get to the house and how to go see it. And if you don't have that presence, then you've got no place to drive traffic to online to capture that traffic to get them interested in that house. So you've got two key ingredients here. A, you got to get the site set up to receive the traffic, and then B, you got to have a plan to drive that traffic in on a consistent basis over and over again, and keep it flowing to the properties, to the site. And then it all comes down to pile it up with suspects and narrow it down to the prospects. There's so many ways to drive traffic to that site. It's all going to be local traffic. Google and now is just hell bent on getting all that local business. They got all kinds of programs available. There's probably 15, 20, 30 sites in your city where you can run ads. Some are paid, some are free to drive traffic to that site. In fact, I did this just the other day. Suggest you do the same thing. Go to Google and just type in the words houses for sale in your city, and that'll bring you up a whole bunch of websites where you can go on those sites and advertise classified ads, display ads, banner ads, whatever you want to do. You should also be a part of any blogs. Look for blogs. In fact, why don't you go on Google and type in houses for sale blogs, and there you go, a whole bunch of sites for you to check out. So driving traffic is truly, we spend 3 days on that at .com Summit, where it's all about making money online. And of course, you can't make money online unless you learn how to drive traffic. So we spend a lot of time at Global Publishing teaching that. We spend a lot of time and resources in the building doing just that for a particular thing. So fortunately for you, to drive traffic to a simple site to sell a house is not that big a deal, and you probably don't need that much traffic. Get them to the site, capture their information, follow up with them by phone, put somebody in writing, and your house is sold. So that's enough for this lesson. I'll see you on the next lesson, and we'll keep on going.